bro.
Come on, bro. Dang.
D, what's up?
Prez, bro, wake up, man. It's time to go. We late. Dang.
Well, what time is it?
I'm gonna be in the car.
Okay.
Come on.
All
Bye.
right. Give me a minute. Dang. Dang.
Man, you overslept today?
Yeah, man. Denver had to come and wake me up.
Feeling okay?
Just tired.
Yeah, me too.
I just need like a day off to get some rest, you know?
I need a day at the day spa. Mud bath. Perfect.
Yo, college made you soft. You were there for too long.
Have you ever been to the day spa?
Of course not.
Of course. Listen, you gotta take care of your mind, your body, and your soul. Total package.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Telling you, it's a long season,
I don't
Perez.
know if I can believe you.
See that? That's mud bath right there. That's mud bath, baby.
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the end. We are new. David, thank you as always for great reporting. Prez has looked gassed, I think, Greg, at times out there this season.
And, guys, I think that's to be expected of any first-year player. Let me tell you something. The rookie wall is real, and it hits like a truck right around that midpoint of the season.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Parker and Monroe together inside. Young is out there with Prez, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3 side. Outside Lowry. Addison setting the pick for Lowry. And it's Carroll in the corner. Good on the triple. Carroll's got the first points up on the board here for the Raptors.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Especially for a guy like him. I mean, he's not quite sure of himself. He's not a go-to guy on a regular basis, but it does help him when he finds his stride early in a ball game.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Valanciunas. Fires from 14. Rebound, Milwaukee. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Patterson, that's good.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Screen by Monroe. And Young kicks to Monroe. Doesn't go that time. And Toronto will come the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Lowry from outside. Craig Monroe with the rebound. Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
There's one word that you would use to describe Greg Monroe: consistency. Game to game, year to year, you know what he's going to give you. Doesn't vacillate or fluctuate much. He eats minutes and shows up to play his game each and every night.
And Young kicks to Prez. Out to the wing. Monroe, the pass to Kane. No good off the front iron.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Well, so often rookies will have a hard time keeping up with the pace of the NBA game on the floor and on the schedule as well. Prez feeling perhaps a bit of that.
And you don't have back-to-backs or 4 games in 5 nights in college. There's just no way to know how hard it can be with the NBA schedule being what it is.
And we'll get to see Justice Young here tonight. The New Jersey product was viewed as a bit of an undersized player, but he's shown he has the intangibles to make it work at this level.
A great point, and that's something that the combine can't measure. It's the heart and fight, and this kid has a ton of that, just repeatedly passed on, even though he has a great sense for the game and is making teams pay for not putting their faith in him.
Young with no one around. Kept alive. Raptors with the lead. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one. Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
And it's Carroll in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Carroll's got 6 points.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Pass to Kane, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Raptors trail by 4. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Jamari Carroll is out there with DeRozan. Then it's Corey Joseph, and it's Lowry in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's DeRozan. Valanciunas. The rebound by Young. The Buck shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Expanding his range. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Here's DeRozan. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bucks.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. That 3 off the mark. Bucks leading by 4. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Lowry. It's Lowry again missing. And Young, here we go. An explosive finish there from Young.
And he might not do it too often, but Young can get some good lift if he has a path to the rim.
Back to Carroll. Valanciunas with a screen on Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Joseph in the corner. Fires from the wing. Good on the jump shot. Joseph's got his second basket of the night. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Middleton dishes to Prez. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Kane's got the lead back up to 6 now for Milwaukee. Well, Prez was able to start his first NBA season with a title run behind him. He was a part of the great U.S. team that beat Australia in the finals in the summer.
Yeah, you talk about the best way to get acclimated to the NBA. I think Prez playing with the national team was perfect for him. Just the confidence boost that tournament win provides and getting his feet wet with some of the all-time greats.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. Lakers checked in for Chris Middleton. There's a good screen. Here's Kane. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field. One thing you notice when Orange Juice is out there is that they're always looking to get the other one going. No selfishness.
And one of them can drop a few in, and instead of demanding the ball, they look to get the other half going. It says a lot about the chemistry of Prez and Young.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And a comparison here as we get a look at the last 5 games of steals and fouls as well as the current season numbers. So those stats for him.
He's been reckless over these past 5 games, and his steal and foul numbers reflect that. Those totals were much better earlier in the season, but he's gotten where he's trying to do too much defensively. He needs to just calm things down.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Well, one of the biggest names in free agency GA this past offseason was DeMar DeRozan. Many in Toronto feared he would leave the team, but he re-upped with the Raptors on a huge deal.
Yeah, and DeRozan spoke about loyalty to the franchise when he announced he wanted to return to Toronto. It's the only team he's ever played for his entire career, and easy to be loyal when you are getting almost $30 million a year. So it's a great contract for DeRozan.
The shot by Carroll, no good. Bucks leading by 6. Now Prez, 6 points for him. Here's Young, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2.
And don't you just love the physicality of Young, making the D get up into him on these shots.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Pirtle, he's checked in for MyCareer. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Powell in for Corey Joseph. And then for Milwaukee, Henson's checked in for Monroe. Jabari Parker comes in for Maker. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Dellavedova kicks to Prez. And the shot falls short this time.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Milwaukee took Giannis Antetokounmpo a couple of years ago in the draft, and you talk to Bucks head coach Jason Kidd. He sees a lot of superstar potential in his young big man. Kidd said, you're talking about a 7-footer who can put it on the floor, can pass the ball. He's going to play every position for us. And the coach loves his young players' disposition, too, adding, he never complains. He just goes out there and plays. Guys?
You can't help but love him. Thank you, David. Shot clock at 6. Lowry kicks to Pirtle. Outside for Lowry. He dishes it to Ross. Back to Lowry. Now here's Powell. Defended by Dellavedova. Ross with a wide open look. Hands it from downtown.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Screened by Parker. Over to the wing. And it's Prez, top of the key. Young in the corner for 3. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
Right, baby.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
30 seconds left here in the second. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. First trip to the line for him here. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one.
Bring it in. We have not won this game yet. Listen, guys,
We return now to Toronto with a fantastic look at sunset at the downtown skyline of Toronto, Ontario. Wow, what a great view. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at Justice Young in this game, he's been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Parker and Monroe together inside. Prez out there with Young. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Raptors trail by 5. Here is Lowry. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Patterson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one. Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Bucks lead by 5.
And that persistence from Monroe, wow, his stick-with-it attitude really is what allows him to get these chances down low.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
A moment here to check out some numbers for Prez. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Milwaukee leading by 5. And when Greg Monroe signed with Milwaukee, many thought it was a perfect fit. However, as we saw after a short time, many question if he can be the answer for the team. Not so much a knock on his play, just on what the team is missing overall.
Hey, Greg does an awful lot of good things, but he's not a guy who's going to be a rim protector. His game is pretty close to the ground. But nonetheless, no matter what team Monroe plays for, I think he'll give you a post presence on offense, and he'll give you consistent effort in every aspect of the game.
Young outside. He kicks to Prez. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Hard not to fall for Prez's pump fake there. So gifted at getting defenders up in the air.
Joseph, he's checked in for Toronto. And then for Milwaukee, Miles Plumlee's checked in for Monroe. Maker comes in for Jabari Parker. And Levins is subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Screened by Valanciunas. Patterson passes to Kira. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Bucks.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Bucks leading by 4. Levins kicks to Young. Now here's Prez. He's tightly guarded. Toronto grabs the miss. Carroll's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this 3rd quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
And another basket for Toronto. The Bucks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Levins dishes to Maker. They get it back. Here's Kane. It's stolen by Carroll. DeRozan in the corner. Hits it from 3-point range. DeRozan's got 9 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Young from outside, knocked away.
You got to be careful, though. There's a real balancing act. You can't let your ego try to run your offense. You could see he really wanted to answer that made 3 with one of his own. Not the best decision. Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here.
Hustle up. Let's figure this out now. Let's go. Listen up. We've got to make some adjustments on offense out there. Listen, I don't want anyone worrying about the refs, all right? Let's just focus on putting the ball.
Lately, something has to change.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Lowry and DeRozan, the core of this team at the guard spots. Inside, it's Patterson by Valanciunas, and it's Carroll in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Count the basket. And that's now 10 points for Jabari Parker.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Young against Lowry. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Now here's Prez. Parker sets the screen for Prez. Back to Young. Let's go. And right on target. Good.
How about that quick trigger? Excellent quickness on the release of the shot. No way the defense can catch up to Young when he's firing as fast as that.
Outside Lowry. Up top DeRozan. Pulls up. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Young passes to Kane. kick out to Young. He tries for three. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. The pass to Patterson. Shot clock at 5. Here's DeRozan. And they get it. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Monroe's checked in.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Kane battles through traffic and lays it in.
Even when contested, Prez buries these interior shots. He's got a high motor, and he's got a lot of confidence in his ability to score.
To the inside. Fires it up. Yes! And the foul. Prez picks one up.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup. Some outstanding numbers in this one for DeRozan. 15 points and 4 assists. In a crucial spot, he is always so solid at the line. He rarely wastes those opportunities.
Now here's Prez. DeRozan defending. Antetokounmpo against Carroll. Here's Kane. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Kane's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's why Prez is so special. I mean, his ability to come up with these big baskets is crucial to this team.
And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Takes the 3. Can't hit that one. Good defensive work there by Young. Milwaukee leading by 5. Prez dishes to Monroe. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Patterson. And the Raptors miss again. Milwaukee's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Man, that's a nice-looking stroke from Antetokounmpo. What can't this guy do?
Out left to the wing, to the middle. Parker with the steal. Parker with the steal. Dishes it to Young. No one near Prez as he lets it go. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
Lowry inside the line. The shot comes out, and Milwaukee will come the other way. Young passes to Monroe. Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I like Parker's versatility. He can play both forward positions.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.